the bottom right corner.
Nick, you pulled a Jill. I would have done something like that.
Okay, here. All right, we're back on. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry about that, guys. Nick pressed the wrong button on his phone, which ended the broadcast. So please be careful with what you press, Nick.
Again, the first time using on the phone, I didn't realize that some of the rules are different on the phone than what you use on the computer.
Okay.
Yep. That's too funny.
Yeah, some people are saying that, asking me what's going on, lost the feed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, now they should know. We just explained the whole thing. Little technical difficulty there on the phone.
It happens.
All right. So let's figure out where we're at. Hang on. Let's see if this is still streaming on my. If it's
I'm gonna check too to see, make sure we're streaming.
Yeah, I see people are watching.
Okay, cool. Here, let me just fix something on my.
We're streaming.
Let me just fix it. Something on here. Yeah, the thumbnail changed on my YouTube. Let me fix that. Okay.
All right, there we go. Now I got it back.
Excellent. Okay. Oh, here. Jeremy said, hey, guys, I'm in the studio. I'm going to do a few things to help you out. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it, Jeremy. Okay, now we're back. And, yeah, so tonight we're on this podcast, we're discussing M3GAN. And we were just talking about the cast. And let's see. So M3GAN was... So as we were saying, Gemma was played by Allison Williams, who is known for also playing Rose in the Jordan Peele film Get Out. And M3GAN was played by two different actresses. One of them, Amy Donald, who did the physical part of the acting, including that dance.
What was her name? The actress that played it.
That played the physical performances. Amy Donald, I believe her name was.
Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember her name, so I thought you would know, Don.
She has an accent when she speaks too, doesn't she?
When she speaks, I don't think she spoke in this film. It was Jerry's saying, Donna, I have to get with you to show you how the functions of SteamYard. Yep, and hey, let Nick know some of the functions too, so he doesn't press the wrong button next time.
No, I know the functions. Again, it was just usually when you leave the studio, that's on the bottom right. So I thought I was pressing the right button, but what I didn't realize was that was where the end button was on the phone. So it was just yikes. First time I've ever made that mistake.
And then I meant when they would talk to the actress that played M3GAN, her voice has an accent. So I just didn't know. That's why they used a voice actress too. Oh, so yeah. I'm not sure where the Amy actress for M3GAN physical, where she's from, her accent's from. So I'm not sure on that.
Oh yeah, but the voice
very quickly. Yeah, okay, I'm not. All right, well, at least Jeremy knows it's not the first time. All right. Thanks, Jeremy.
Okay. All right. I don't know. Hey, Nick. Hey, it's no problem. I was just messing with you, man.
Yeah, I know. But I will have to still be getting out. But this time, now I've learned my lesson already. Now I know what button to press.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me see if I can find the voice actress, a clip or something. Hang on. Oh, here. I found her. Jenna Davis. She did the voice and also the singing too. So she's very talented.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to share the screen here, so I can just to give you an idea. Hang on. Present.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the voice actresses. On her interviews, I couldn't remember what she looked like.
Yep, here she is. Here, is it showing? Oh, it is. Okay. Here, I'm going to play it real quick.
Okay.
And I voiced the role of M3GAN. And my favorite line in the film is, "It's insane, right?"
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Yep. Her favorite line was, "It's insane, right?"
She did it good.
She definitely did, yes. And oh, here, Nick, you're not allowed to touch any more buttons for the rest of the night. Good call.
Well,
Do you
hold on
think?
1 second. Well, how am I going to get off the studio? How am I going to press the button?
Well, find another way.
Yep.
God, you'll have to do it then.
Yep, no, you gotta find another way. Oh, yeah. It's insane, right? Yep, it's insane how you press that button and like. Okay, all right.
Do you think they're gonna make a M3GAN doll like how they do the Chucky dolls for the
Oh
toy
my
stores? They will, right?
No question, they will. Someone out there will.
They have to. But I'm just wondering what size it'll be. Will it be just like the little novelty sizes, or will it be like, tall, like 4 feet tall?
Oh, I don't know.
Because then they should put those insert those voice clips of the voice actress Jenna Davis doing those lines. Like, it's insane, right? Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, here. Hey, DJ MC, what's up, man? Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, so as you can see, we're covering M3GAN. Yeah, Nick, be careful of those buttons.
Paul
Paul Schneider, yeah.
Schneider, his line, wanna play?
Oh, Chucky, yeah. Like you go into like a Spencer store, they'll have Chucky dolls there, and Tiffany sometimes.
Oh yeah.
They should just do the same for M3GAN.
They should. I'm waiting for it.
Like I said before, we don't know. This is definitely going to be competition of what's gonna be the best Halloween costume this year. Is it going to be Wednesday Addams or is it going to be M3GAN?
I think it's 50-50. I think they're both going to get it because they're like both kind of like the sort of like newer Scream Queens or whatever, like the characters at least.
Chucky versus M3GAN.
Yeah. I saw that there's like a Roblox, I think, for it, but I haven't watched it yet.
You guys are doing this. Yeah, well, believe it. We're covering M3GAN finally.
Yay.
Yes.
Except I don't think I saw the uncut version, so I need to still see that.
Oh yeah, that conversion had like much more blood. Like I said, it's there are certain scenes like, okay, let's take a minute to talk about the kills in this. One of the most gruesome of them all was Brandon's death, where Brandon when he was going after Katie, and then came across the M3GAN, was about to try to tear M3GAN's. I guess he was trying to tear M3GAN's hair out, but then M3GAN stopped him by taking his ear, just pulling it, and I'm just like, wow, that kid has got one elastic ear.
Yeah, that was such a weird scene. I felt weird about it.
I was about to say, there's no way an ear would stretch like that. Yeah.
I was trying to think it too. I was like, is that even possible? I mean, I don't want to know.
Nope. Oh, man. Oh, here. Jeremy's saying, all right, guys, I'm taking off to do some more writing. If you have any more issues, let me know, and I'll come back. Okay, thanks, Jeremy.
Okay.
Thanks, man. Yeah. So, yeah, like I'm thinking Brandon is definitely not human if he stretches like that. He stretches his ear like that's. But yeah, in the uncut version, there's it gets more gruesome. There's you could see it tearing in the blood coming gushing. Oh man.
Oh, okay. So I definitely have to see this version.
Oh yeah, and of course there's more F-bombs being dropped because originally this was going to be R, like we said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they've actually done this for certain films. Like they had decided, you know what, maybe this would be more popular if it's teenagers. If we target them instead of just adult audiences, because they actually did the same thing for Tremors back in 1990. They were originally Tremors was going to be R-rated, but they decided, you know what, maybe this film would gain more success if we just do this, make this appropriate for younger audiences. So hence why they toned it down to PG-13 rating, because there were certain parts where there was more going to be more cursing, more F-bombs being dropped, and you can tell if you look at certain parts, that's what it was meant to be like. But yeah, this actually is a pretty more common than some people realize. Just toning down R to PG-13.
Well, if there's a lot of, I hate to say it, but even us, we started 5 years old watching horror movie genre. Some kids, they do love that. Like I have a niece, that's our thing, you know, like she tells me scary stories. She makes up great scary stories just so that I got to sleep with my lights on. She's way into horror too, like the movies. And so you already know, although they're younger, probably younger than 10, they're probably going to watch this because it's geared or aimed at with the doll and everything. Children are going to be, you know, at least around that age, they're going to want to see this. So I think that's why they fixed it a little bit to not be an R, even though for us, that'd be more like the things that we would rather watch. But it's like they knew putting it out there, they're going to get so many other viewers at so many other ages. So they wanted to fix that.
Noise.
Oh, yeah. For sure. What's going on, Nick?
Oh, sorry. No, we're on the road right now, and we keep hearing this weird noise as we're
You
on
have
the
a
road.
passenger. You have a passenger in your back seat that jumped in from the club.
No, it's not this time. Maybe on other occasions, but not this time. It's this weird noise that we just heard, like a screech or what?
Yeah, look in your rear view. It's hanging on.
Yeah, the road's haunted. Yeah, hey, Nick, the road's haunted.
It's hanging on the back.
You know what? We ought to do something like that next time we're on Cuba Road, Don.
Yeah?
Remember that time when we were on Cuba Road, we were coming back from the other house?
I remember that.
Yeah. So, Jill, you just gave me an idea.
Are you going to do a short film?
There you go.
Found footage film.
Oh, found footage. Your own, though, right? You're going to make one?
I could.
You're getting ideas. Okay, just hook up with Jeremy. He'll give you a screenwrite script for it.
Oh my God. I just thought of this too. Imagine if we were filming this live and then I end the recording. It's like, that's it? Are we ever gonna know what happened to these guys?
You know, it's gonna be this particular podcast that you're gonna film the short film. See, I already have ideas.
Yeah.
And then me and Don watch Nick go through something paranormal.
Don, you're gonna be the director for this.
And next thing you know, it comes after me and Dawn. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
That's
movie idea. That's our movie idea.
And then you can talk about it later on FearFans, Don.
Yeah.
Oh, here. DJ Evans is saying, you know, he's watching the John Wick movies. Yeah, I have all the John Wick movies, so you know, those are great.
I've been watching that all week too. Oh my gosh. I think they're preparing for the new one, right?
The new one's out now.
Oh, it's out. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, today's the release of it.
Nice.
And it's already getting good reviews, so yeah. One of my favorite actors, Keanu Reeves, killing it again.
So we're just a few minutes away.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I was saying before, like, yeah, the more I think about, you know, it's just the. Well, wait, actually, you know what? Well, before I talk about that, there's one thing I wanted to discuss. The opening of the film that really sets the tone for, like, as far as, you know, technology and how they're, because there actually was a dark trailer, like not trailer, commercial in the beginning, like a fake commercial, like for the toy company that Gemma works for. What was it called? Funky. I guess it's a parody of the company name Funko. Funko. You know, the people that make these bobbleheads.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a little Bobble Vader here. But yeah, so yeah, that company Funky, they are releasing a toy called Perpetual Pets that which are basically like looks to me like Furby knockoffs. And yeah, like Katie of course has one in the beginning of the film, you know, of course. And with the commercial, the way they did it, they were just, like there was a cheery voice doing a little slogan kind of a song or no, sorry, a jingle. That's what I'm looking for. A jingle where they saying, "Oh, Perpetual Pets outlive you or any other pet you could have." And to really hammer that in, they show like at the beginning a little girl having a dog. They in a cheery voice, they're singing about how the dog got old and died, and then shows the little girl like crying at the dog's grave. And I'm like, really? I'm like, that is great.
All right, guys, I got to get off here. I got to make that call, but this time now I know how to remove myself.
Please, Peter.
Yes. Okay, it says remove from stream. So that tells me already that's the correct button to press. So I'll
All
be
right.
back.
All right.
Come on.
Help him out,
You're
Don.
moving for me.
Just turn your phone off.
You
I
got it. Can you
can't turn
take him
my
out?
phone off.
Just hit this button.
There you go. He's gone now.
Okay, he did it right this time. I'm just like, dude, just hit this button, and you know what it does? Cuts the phone off. There.
That's what I was gonna say to do. I was like, just turn it off on the side of your phone.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, thank God he didn't cut us off again. Well, here, Sarah's saying, hold on, she's messaging me. Okay, Sarah says, I keep losing connection. We'll have to catch it on the replay. You guys have fun, though. Okay.
We'll see you soon, Sarah.
See you, Sarah. Yeah, and so, as I was saying, like, these, basically, like, the perpetual pets are like a more, like a technologically advanced and yet very crude version of Furbies. Like, I remember... Yeah, of course, everybody like who's around the '90s remembers Furbies. My sisters had them. My older cousins had them. Yeah, like it's which to me, what I think it looks like I don't know, something from Gremlins. Like it reminds me of a Mogwai.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and let's see, Anthony's joining us. Hi, Anthony. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. And so,
I don't think the girl. I don't think she liked her Furby too much, like, or whatever it's called on the movie. It's not a Furby, but
perpetual pets.
Perpetual pets, right? But the Furby that we know, and she's just like, she's not that into it. It's okay, but she's just like, like.
No, I need something more advanced than this.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like she needs to upgrade her toys, just like how I upgrade my. Yeah, I wanted to mention this. Some new thing this week, new iPad. I finally got my hands on the iPad 10, so it's great. Yeah, and because the reason why I'm saying this because people are like looking at this saying, why is there like people who watch my YouTube are gonna be like, why is your iPad different, Don? Because got a new one. Yeah,
new toys.
Well, I had to because I was running out of storage space on the other one. And besides, that was a Generation 6. This is a Gen 10. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, it was becoming an issue for me, and also the battery wasn't going well, so I had to trade that in and get this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I can continue my work.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, so Katie is playing with that perpetual pet inside her parents' car. They're on their way like to a skiing trip or mountain trip, something or other. But then they're they decide to stop and decide, you know what, it's like we're not in control of this car. Too much snow. Then a truck comes plowing right into them. And of course, Katie's the only survivor, and the only person who was willing to take her in was her Aunt Gemma, who it heavily implied that Gemma was not really very close to her family at all. He was like all focused on her work. She doesn't have any pictures of her relatives. Like it's just looking at clues like that really, really hint at it.
Yeah, I think it's just because she's so like a workaholic in her field and what she does. Like that's her, not just her passion, her drive. It's like her life. That is her life. So it's like she's completely ostracized from her family. It shows that like she has no human connection with her own, blood relatives, her own sister, niece, everybody. And so she doesn't even live in the same city. I think she's in Seattle in the movie. So
yeah, something like that. Seattle, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've never been to Seattle. Like, it's funny you we've mentioned Seattle because I just played The Last of Us Part 2, and brutal, very long game, and it takes place in Seattle. I'm thinking, wow, now I want to travel to Seattle to see what it's actually like in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there. I'll get there someday.
Yeah, without the whole post-apocalyptic deal.
Yeah, hopefully way before it gets to that point.
Yeah. In the meantime, watch our grains and our flour. Make sure there's no fungus in it. Anyway, I got the iPad Air first generation, and it's okay. Yeah, I think the one I had before was like 60 or 32 gigabytes. That's the problem. I bought it with low. I bought that like 5 years ago. But anyway, look for a battery pack for a phone. They work great. Yeah, it was nice, but it just felt like it was only a matter of time before the battery completely got faulty because that's what happened with one of my previous phones. The 24-hour battery or 20-hour, whatever that was. Battery was only lasting for like 2 hours, and it was becoming problematic. Anyway, so yeah, it's just feels weird that Gemma was taking Katie in like when she doesn't really have that much interest in family.
Yeah, I think it's like there wasn't really, I don't know if there was a lot of choices, but I think that's who they probably willed, like under their will, like who she would stay with relative wise would be the sister, just because it's like she doesn't have other family, she doesn't have other kids, so they figured she'd be the best candidate because she had more free time. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, like right when you take her, right when she takes Katie in, like there's no toys for her to play with. I mean, there are, but they're just like collectibles. Like she doesn't allow anybody to touch them. It's like, come on, you're taking a kid in, and you're not gonna like prepare your house for that. Like, it's like you're a roboticist who gets paid a lot of money to make advanced technology. Surely you have money to buy the kids some toys. Like, come on.
It's a complete introvert's house because you can tell that she just does not know how to interact with people, not even, kids, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the way she handles the situation is what I feel like she just wasn't that great of a protagonist. And also every terrible things that happened in this film, and like as far as M3GAN, it's big part of that is her fault. I mean, she created an AI try to like get that built as quick as possible, like and with a robot with an AI that she didn't take time to understand properly, build the proper protocols and safety feature, like what was it, safety protocols or something like that. But yeah, and then M3GAN started becoming self-aware and became overprotective of Katie. M3GAN saw herself as Katie's, Katie's guardian, her the protector, the parent. When it feels like M3GAN was just meant to be. So it's like I feel mixed about it. Like Gemma built M3GAN like as a friend to keep like Katie from feeling alone, but at the same time, it feels like she just built M3GAN as like a solution to her inability to take care of Katie. She's basically made a robot to raise her rather than take the responsibility.
Yeah, I felt like she really depended on that a lot until she started realizing this might not be the best thing for a child, because it's like she really needs to be with a person. Like I think it starts to snap in her throughout the movie later, like in retrospect, like where she was failing at all these things, like she kept failing the child just to be sympathetic towards her parents' death, and just like all these little simple things would be simple, like give her a teddy bear, give her a hug, like tell her you can talk to me, and just anything really.
Yeah, because like I said, I'm an uncle, and I always strive to be the best uncle possible to my niece and my 3 nephews, and they absolutely love their Uncle Don. I'm always I always want to be a guy that they can count on,
Exactly.
an uncle that they can count on, because they because I always love to like play. I always play Legos with them. I've got Maeve. She loves Legos, so I just got her like this island tropical like Lego something sort of a thing where like building kits where it has dolphins, it has palm trees, it has all sorts of things in it.
And that's the crazy thing is, like with children, they don't remember like the things that you think they'll remember them. They remember the moment with you. They don't remember like what was their favorite toy sometimes, or what it was, or how much it was, or anything like that. What they remember is the time that you spent with them doing those things. And they're like, I just remember doing things with you, like puzzles or whatever, like you said, Legos, building, just the time, the effort that you just spent with them physically. That's what they're going to have as a memory.
Exactly. And and Graham, my godson, he always he loves cars. I always give him like these little Hot Wheels cars. Yeah, like all sorts of like Ferraris and like Corvettes. I believe I gave him one that was just like the Aston Martin DB5 from James Bond. So,
oh, cool.
He loves cars. So whenever I'm with him, I always play with cars, and sometimes I just give him like cars that I come across them at the grocery store. Like they sell like like about 5 of them like $1 a piece, like that kind of deal. So I'm just like, okay, I'll get him a bunch of these. You know, he'll love them.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it takes, you know, just like you got to put that effort into really being part of that child's life, and you know, being someone that they'll love and count on.
I know it gets like awkward because there's a part in it where, I mean, I think she's fairly young. She's probably, you know, before the age where she's getting married, having her own children, or even thinking about it. So it's kind of setting that tone where she's just, I wouldn't say selfish, but you know, it's like she, all of a sudden she gets thrusted into this motherhood thing that she did. You could tell like she didn't really, you know, that's just totally out of the water for her if she was a fish. So it's like, you know, okay, what do I do? And then, so some of us, when you first become a parent, you got to take a baby home or something, or even babysit for the first time ever, you know, you do kind of try to learn a little bit about it, like, you know, pick up something or a book or like, you know, tutorials or anything on TV, anything you can find that's going to tell you a little hint of what to expect when the child comes to your home. But it does feel like you're a fish out of water when you first do it, you know, but it's like, it shouldn't take a whole lot to just think, okay, well, she lost someone very meaningful to her, which is her parents. So the first thing really you should do is just give her a hug, you know, like say, hi, I'm here. And then figure it out from there. Like, what kind of toys do you like? What do you want to do for fun? You know, figure it out later.
Yeah. It's just, I feel like it's just sad that a robotic doll is able to do that way better than Gemma would have. And Gemma's, and Gemma's supposed to be the legal guardian, you know, because she's not doing her job as the legal guardian.
So M3GAN, you understand M3GAN's reasoning a little bit, even though she goes insane. but it's like she, you know, she's really just thinking of what's the best thing for this child, and you know, is it going to be harming her? Like that was her main like what is it? Like her main programming is to be just for the little girl.
Yeah,
paired with her.
That's right. And then it gets to the point where M3GAN just wants to protect Katie from just about anything that poses a threat to her, whether it's the next door neighbor, whether that's the bully from school, or you know, just about, and you know, and also the dog. That was the first kill that she kind of had committed. But again, that's big part of that is you used to have pet fish, they all died. Oh man. Hey, I know how that is. I used to have guinea pigs as a kid, they died. Like my relatives had dogs who have passed. You know, hey, I know how that is losing a pet. It's not an easy thing, man. You know, it's funny. It's crazy you mentioned that because I was actually in a pet store recently, just browsing saltwater fish tanks. You know, trying to think, okay, could I use that big empty space I have back there to for a fish tank? Yeah, but in all seriousness, Paul, I know how tough it can be, man. And Nick disappeared. I thought he was going to be on for a second. And again, like the whole thing with the dog, part of that was also Gemma's fault because of how. Oh, Nick is on.
Okay.
Hey, Nick. Nick, can you hear us?
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I just died of a car, and now we're heading back home.
Oh, okay, sweet. Oh, hey, Billy.
So
Hi, Billy.
Just entered Illinois.
Well, she's still here.
Time.
Oh, here. This isn't time. Yeah, like Billy, we had something crazy going on earlier in this. Like we were on, but for like 20 minutes, but then Nick pressed the wrong button from his phone and can't shut off the broadcast. So we had to recreate. Yeah, I had to recreate the broadcast on here. So
I'm gonna pull a Jeremy and say, you know, you never know what's gonna happen on live.
You know, I gotta be honest. I honestly wish we could have had my reaction to that recorded because that was funny as hell.
Yep. Just be careful what buttons you push from now on.
Yeah, I know now.
Yeah. Oh, here. Don and Jay, have you watched the unrated version? Do you think it's better than the theatrical version? Yeah, well, I think so. I mean, when you think about the unrated version is basically what Blumhouse, the company that made this, is what Blumhouse originally intended for us. But then when the trailer was launched, and we talked about this earlier, when the trailer was launched, everybody was creating TikToks of M3GAN's dance, and that went viral. It became an internet meme, and they thought, TikToks are primarily, target of teen audiences. So maybe since this movie's becoming popular through TikTok, we should make this M3GAN appropriate for teen audiences. So hence why they toned it down to the PG-13. So yeah, the unrated version was originally what was intended. So. But to answer your question, the unrated version, I think it's a little bit better. If you're like a big horror fan, you want to see all that extra stuff.
I've yet to have an opinion, but I'm going to go with Dawn on this. I think, I usually agree with a lot of the things, most of the things, not all of the things. But if it's the uncut version or unrated version, for sure it's going to be better. More gush.
Oh yeah, I think probably the most disturbing death of the film, most disturbing, M3GAN attacking people, part of the film was Brandon, pulling the ear, because that just let us know that Brandon was definitely not human, because there's no way an ear would be able to stretch out that far.
Yeah,
go ahead, Nick.
He was like, man, what was I? Like a rubber band man or something like that.
It went so far.
Yeah. I feel like there's a movie that did something like that, and why can't I think of it right now?
Mr. Fantastic?
Oh, maybe, huh? Because he could stretch. Or is that the Elastic Girl? Never mind.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I can't think of them. I know I've seen something like that before, but I can't remember exactly where or what film it was.
It's gotta be Fantastic Four.
It might be. I'm not fully sure.
Anyway, I wanted to mention the dog scene. Like the first thing that M3GAN had ever killed was the next door neighbor's dog, who was always who was always coming on to Gemma's property because of the hole in the fence that Gemma was unable to fix. It's like, really, I mean, that probably takes like a half hour tops to fix. Like,
that was such a huge hole. Like, you can crawl into that. Anyone can crawl through that.
Yeah, I mean. So, but then the neighbor Cecilia refuses to do anything about the dog. So M3GAN decided to take matters into her own hands. Here's the thing: M3GAN has the ability to mimic voices, and was mimicking Cecilia's voice to draw the dog Dewey out, and then it never shows what M3GAN did to the dog. It just grabbed the dog and pulled them through the fence, and
that basically meant the fact that M3GAN was able to mimic voices. That means she's a Terminator. That's what the Terminator did.
Yep, pretty much.
She is. She's a girl Terminator. Pretty one.
I hate dog. Oh yeah, you probably don't want to watch Halloween then.
Nope.
But
yeah, the dog death, it was harsh on me because I'm like such a pet lover, and I was like, no, I already knew that was gonna happen. They set it up.
Hey, if you don't want to see animals dying, definitely don't watch Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh no.
I can barely watch Pet Sematary.
Yeah, no. Well, Pet Sematary was fake, but Cannibal Holocaust was real. Actual animals died,
gosh, forget it.
Yeah, it's horrific. No,
yeah, I was forced to see that in college as part of my film class, and I was looking at those scenes, just thinking. I looked around, thinking I cannot be the only one disturbed by this. Then I looked around. Sure enough, everyone else had shocked expressions. A few of them were actually in tears from that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
That is hardcore. I'm so glad they didn't show that on my film class.
Yeah, and I couldn't even eat the next couple of days. I felt nauseous just from thinking about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Don. Not to change the subject quickly, but we're just passing by Six Flags Great America right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
That reminds me. I got to renew my season pass.
Are the coasters running, or is it?
No way. It's still closed. We actually are expecting a winter storm tonight. What is it, tomorrow?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Six Flags wouldn't be open at this time. They usually wait until later on, when it's about to near the end of spring to beginning of summer. That's when they start opening up again.
So it's not going to be open for spring break?
It depends on the weather.
Yeah,
Okay.
like they're very. Yeah, Six Flags gets very strict when it comes to weather. When they just think, oh wait, some rain or snow is going to come, they don't want to open.
I still used to go. Those were my favorite days, were the stormy days, because no one was in line.
Yeah,
I was like standing out there in pouring rain, like, yes, no lines.
See, over here, like at Six Flags, it used to only go from like April to like I think September, I think. But then like that was like for the first like 30 years or so, and then like in the early mid 2000s, that's when they added Fright Fest, so they had it open for October and early November, and then like 5 years ago they opened it they extended it even further for Holiday in the Park, so they had it open for the holiday Christmas season, and as well as partially into late November. And they were able to keep it open until like early January after the new year, but they didn't do it this year, I don't think.
The weather's too bad.
Yeah, the weather.
Well, but I think they just didn't have enough employees.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason.
And plus, for me, my winter, or the rain, I should say, it was actually pretty nice because we didn't have snow falling over there in. Oh gosh, what town is it in? But it's near LA in California, so it's not the same thing, like our winter isn't as bad.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm excited to go back to Six Flags, but if they do anything, if they do anything to Batman ride or to the Raging Bull, then I'm not going to be happy.
What would they do to it? Like take it out?
I'm saying if they did anything to it, I'm not happy with them.
Oh yeah.
Raging
Bull too.
Yeah. The Raging Bull, the Goliath, the Batman ride, anything happened to those, then just no. But anyway, so
Batman for sure.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the dog. Thankfully, they don't actually show what happened, what M3GAN actually did to the dog, but she did. But she did. Nick, what's going on? Nick, did you say something? Nick?
He's reacting to something over there.
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking to us.
No, I think he got spooked. But I don't know.
You're fine. You guys are fine.
Did the ghost touch you? He's all, ooh. Go on.
Yeah, your mic's off.
I think he did that on purpose.
Yeah, his mic's off. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I can't tell if he's talking to us or not.
I don't know either. He'll figure it out. Oh, he's ordering.
Okay.
He goes, wait, he's talking, but not to us.
Oh, man.
I'll get a large fry.
Yeah, supersize it. No, I'm kidding. They don't do that anymore. Not for like 20. They've done that in like 20 years now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just saw a thing that you could order a bucket of fries or something like that, or a basket of fries, and I'm like, I'm gonna try that.
That's not me. I'm staying away from fast food right now. So.
Oh, good for you.
Anyway, so yeah, and then M3GAN like practically does just about everything to like to get rid of people who she believes is a threat to Katie, such as also the next door neighbor Cecilia, because she was becoming irate about the fact that Dewey was missing, the dog.
Yeah, she kept calling the cops.
Yeah, and then so once again, M3GAN took matters into her own hands. Was going after Cecilia and killing her with the very thing that with the one thing that annoyed Gemma, and it's the spraying of that pesticide that she kept on doing.
Yeah, what was that stuff?
Yeah,
that was like,
I think that was pesticide. I think it was.
It was like acid.
Yeah, it was. It looked like it was like had a corrosive effect when she sprayed Cecilia down with it.
That's stuff that'll mutate you in the movies.
Yep. Oh man, but yeah, and so body count rises, and cops keep coming over to Gemma's, saying something's going on. Why? Anywhere someone dies, like it's either you or someone around you that's doing it. And of course, we all know it was M3GAN. And of course, then when Gemma was looking through M3GAN's files, because apparently she has this built-in. Megan has this built-in feature where everything she sees is recorded, and so Megan has been deleting the video recordings of when she was committing the murders.
Oh yeah, that's right. When she went to check the hard drive for it, like where it's saved, the files, it's gone.
Oh yeah. So Megan's been covering her tracks, and finally, when like Gemma like confronts Megan, saying, "Did you do something bad?" And then did you hurt someone? Then Megan's just creepily like, "I would hope not, because then you would be in trouble." I'm like, "Oh my god."
Mm-hmm.
And
actually, I was thinking the files didn't she have to go to like the main office to find like where the cloud is stored kind of thing, like the main files, because she was able to see something that was supposed to be deleted or from her files.
Might have been. I think she was like more of taking Megan back to the back to Funky's headquarters, because they wanted to basically decommission. She wanted to basically decommission Megan when to find out that Megan's been killing people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, one of the things that a lot of people have mixed feelings towards as far as Megan is the singing. You know, like at first, like doing that he first sings in that demonstration with in front of the board of directors. David, Gemma's boss, had like invited to see like demonstration of Megan with Katie.
Mm-hmm.
Katie was
guys. I'll be back.
Okay. And so Katie was like sad that she was missing her parents, and then Megan was like saying that she would always be there for her and help her remember the good times with parents, and then started singing this song, "Tell Me Your Dreams," I believe that song was called.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like her singing voice is it seems both beautiful and yet somewhat creepy at the same time.
Yeah, it was. It's kind of like when you watch those movies where it's a haunting of something, and it's like it's supposed to be, say, like an innocent child, but it's so creepy because it's like a ghost or something dead, like a creepy version of it, even though it's supposed to be a sweet moment.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, I'm getting like a message from somebody.
Or they always say like, "Oh yeah, the sound of a baby crying." Something like it's nice to hear a child until you remember or you realize, wait, I live alone. I don't have a child. And it's like, why am I hearing a baby crying or a child? And then you get scared and spooked out all of a sudden because you're like, there shouldn't be any children here.
Yeah, that's true. And then it's like, I looked at like audience's reactions when we saw that scene, and like it showed like the board of directors started to get emotional, but then in response to Megan singing for Katie, but then I don't know, the audience, like, people around me were just like chuckling at that scene.
They were chuckling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's always weird because it's like they didn't know, like she didn't really know. It wasn't like a plan. They just put the child with the virtual doll in the same room, and it's like, let's see what happens. Like it could have gone so wrong.
Oh yeah, there's a million ways. Like an experimental prototype, there's always like a million ways things can go wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. There have been times where even cell phones can be a danger. Like there was that one of those Android phones that exploded.
Yeah.
The Galaxy Note 7 or 8 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Like the battery, supposedly.
Oh yeah. So congratulations, Android. You have basically given us an explosive device. Yeah,
and I remember seeing that in movies where it's like, after you get this message, it will explode in 30 seconds, like James Bond.
Like in Mission Impossible. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Yeah, like he's climbing the wall of the mountain or the cliff, and then it like explodes when he's done with the message.
Takes off the sunglasses and they explode.
Yeah.
Any person cold enough to kill a dog should find a soul. Oh yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
They don't have one.
Yeah. That's the thing. Megan didn't have a soul. She's artificial.
Yeah. Now I'm just wondering how they're going to do 2.0, because it's like, is that her conscience going somewhere else, or she just downloaded herself somewhere else, downloaded, whatever?
I believe so. She uploaded, I believe, like a copy of herself like into that at-home device that Gemma had also built.
Mm-hmm. Which is kind of like a Siri or a, kind of like an Alexa, Google Home.
Don't say it out loud. It just went off.
Uh-oh, Siri?
Alexa off.
Oh. Well, you should be glad Brad's not on. He would tell it to do all kinds of stuff.
It's all right. It's all right.
I won't do that to you.
It's okay. Yeah, I got my Echo Dot over there. So.
Oh wow, it just picked up on it.
Yeah, it always does. That's why I'm always careful with it. But yeah. All right. So everything good, Nick?
Did you get your milkshake?
No, we had you know what? Somewhere what happened a few days ago, Don. My dad stopped at White Castle, and there were like 3 cars in front, and this whole process was taking forever, just like it was a few days ago at McDonald's done when we were trying to get food over there. Yeah. This was the same thing. So we had to stop at we had to stop in the parking lot. My dad's now walked in. Of course, I had to walk in quickly, and now I'm just back in the car.
I gotcha. And what else was I going to say? And there's also the scene where, speaking of Megan singing, there was also the scene where she was singing Titanium to Katie as a lullaby. As a lullaby. And I was like, wow, I never expected something like that.
Yeah, really.
When I first had my baby taken home for the week, I didn't know lullabies either yet. So I sang, I think I told you, Nick, Christmas songs.
Yes, I remember that.
I was singing Christmas songs for lullabies. Silent night. Because I didn't know anything else. How sad.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You do what you got to do. So if you just know a certain song, that's the song you're going to sing. Trust me, you'll see.
Hey, you can only do so much.
So
that's funny.
Yeah, it's like I feel like playing it just to give everybody an idea.
Yeah. Can you play the clip from you're singing it?
Yep. But
oh my god!
While this is playing, total silence, everybody, so that's the way it doesn't cut off this.
I'm just gonna mute my mic like I did previously.
Okay. It's like this.
Nothing to lose. Fire away, fire away. Ricochet, you take your aim. Fire away, fire away. Shoot me down.
Okay. It's like, wow, like I said, beautiful yet creepy at the same time.
Yeah,
I was getting down to her singing.
It's like one of those creepy kids sing song lullabies. That ought to be like the new type of lullaby.
It will be watched.
Song.
We'll just play the Megan clip version of it as the lullaby.
Yeah, for sure. And then, I forgot to mention in the beginning, where like you mentioned, that Gemma was building robotics even when she was in college. She built that robots, basically like an experimental robot named Bruce, where you control with blood. And it's just like makes you think. Sometimes in movies they introduce things that could seem like kind of like not important now, but later on they become important in the film.
That was my favorite robot. Well, kind of until, because she was like, oh, it's just missing something. It's missing a face.
Yeah.
So she put the goggles on it.
Nice. Yeah. And Megan, at first it's like she seemed very sweet, but then later on she could get real menacing when she really wants to. As the film progressed, she became more and more serious. She was just basically out to get anybody who would stand in her way of being with Katie. And then we get to this scene where she's at Funky headquarters, nearly kills Gemma's 2 lab assistants, and then goes after David, doing that dance, that iconic, well-known dance. Because Yeah, because if we learned anything from Wednesday, if you want to make a character popular, have them do a crazy dance.
Yeah, it
Yep.
becomes viral.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. And so it does that dance and then breaks off that paper cutter. You know, they like those. And then they have at offices. You know, that blade that you use.
Yeah, box cutters.
No, it's not a box cutter. It's
No,
like
not a box cutter. It's
the paper cutter, the big giant
yeah.
blade.
Yeah, breaks the blade off of that and then goes after him.
I was always afraid of that machine in class because they were like, "Oh, go cut your thing over there." I'm like, "Oh no!" Like I'm gonna cut my finger off.
Oh man. Yeah, but and then goes after him, and then goes after when he's like heading to the elevator. His assistant was like trying to hit the elevator door closed because he sees M3GAN coming there with a blade. And M3GAN's somehow able to catch up with David and impales him with that. And there's a lot more blood in the uncut version. Like there was just like a blood spatter, but in the uncut version, there's a little blood explosion that happens.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to see that scene. Elevator scenes are so creepy. Like they make a whole horror film just on an elevator. You know?
They did that one time with that M. Night
Twice.
Shyamalan movie, Devil.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Devil.
and down.
Down,
yeah. Devil felt Hitchcockian to me.
It did to you?
Yeah, to me, because the whole idea of people trapped in an elevator and power is faulty, so every time the power goes out, a killer strikes.
It does make sense.
Yeah, it just had that kind of a touch to it. Yeah, but yeah, and so like it's just crazy how M3GAN was like talking to the assistant, like saying, oh, you had everybody look down on you and you wanted to get revenge, like explaining like how he was going to get off this scot-free, making it look like he had killed David and then killed himself. I'm just like, oh my God, M3GAN, you are cold.
You are dark.
And then she like leaves the place and is able to somehow power power up a car, like hotwire it, like. So yeah, she can control vehicles now. Yeah,
that's what I was saying earlier. She's like the Terminator.
Yeah, she's the AI thing. She like blended with it. I think because it's a smart, like how like a smart device, like how Alexa. No, just kidding.
Bully Brad was on right now.
I'm messing with Don. He has to turn
Alexa.
it off. Oh no!
I'm unplugging it.
He's gotta go turn it off because we're gonna mess with him all night.
Oh, poor Don.
Tell Don a story. A scary story.
Nope. Nope.
Tell Don a joke.
No, Alexa is out of commission.
Darn it.
Or help Don co-host. Make Alexa a guest on this show.
Nick, we weren't fast enough.
Nope.
Oh, Don, very quickly, this is something different. Your Metallica shirt that you're wearing right now.
Yeah.
Ava and I were listening to Enter Sandman earlier today. So same song I performed at M3GAN. I always love that song.
Oh yeah, it's a great one. Second only to Master of Puppets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, love Master of Puppets. But yep, Alexa is currently out of commission right now. Like I said, so you won't be able to turn it back on again.
Darn.
Yeah. So I just don't want the thing to pick up and like us accidentally order something, you know. So
right.
Order Uber Eats.
It has happened. It has happened before.
Deliver DoorDash.
Yeah, it has happened before. I've had a little bit of explaining to do with Amazon.
You're like, I didn't order that. I was just saying it out loud. I didn't order it.
No, it wasn't me. It was somebody else. Someone messing with me. No, I had someone over. They decided to use Alexa for things like
oh man,
Nick, because he saw that episode of South Park.
Nick.
No, it wasn't Nick. It was someone else.
Calling him out.
No, it wasn't me this time, Joe.
Oh, okay.
Been listening to Megadeth. Oh, nice. Sweet. And of course, like we get to like that final showdown scene where, oh man, Megan is like going after Gemma, and like Gemma, and I just knew like right it was gonna get serious. Like right after Gemma took that what was it tree cutter thing, whatever that thing was. It wasn't a
It was
chainsaw.
like a tree cutter of some sort. Yeah.
Tree cutter hit, but got Megan on the head with it, and it ended up taking like her the front of her scalp off. And I'm just like, I'm thinking, oh, okay, now she's gonna get pissed because you mess with because you get in a fight and you mess with somebody's hair, then it's like, oh, it's on now.
It's on.
Don't touch the hair.
Exactly.
You know what? If you guys remember, that's a very important rule because remember how Anchorman put it. The first rule more than anything, no touching of the hair or face. And that's it.
Yeah. And then right when as Megan got up, she's just like more angry than ever. And of course, Katie intervenes with the whole thing by summoning Bruce, the robot shown in the beginning. Yeah, and then uses that to rip Megan in half. So Megan had to turn against her former best friend when she was threatening Gemma. But that's the thing. Like Gemma made Katie open her eyes before that when Gemma had to decommission Megan, explained to Katie that Megan wasn't the solution to the problem. She was a distraction from the problem. About how she needs to cope with her parents' loss in a healthy way, and that Gemma needs to be there for her. And I'm just thinking, yeah, Gemma, you need to be there for her. Way to figure that out just now.
Yeah, really.
So many people had to die first.
Yeah. It's like how do you hey yeah Gemma, how do you feel about all those people dying because you decided not to take responsibility as an aunt?
So I don't remember in the ending, was it is she gonna get in trouble for being the creator of the killer? Probably. Or they don't really wrap that part up. They kind of leave it open to that.
Probably. When the authorities arrive, I'm just thinking, yeah, Gemma, try explaining all this to the cops.
Thanks.
Yeah. So
she's gonna get something, whether it's what do they call it when they're just kind of on probation or something, they have to do all this stuff for a while as punishment.
Community service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say community service.
Because she still has to be accountable for what she created. She created a killer. There's all these dead bodies.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, 4 people are dead, including plus a dog, because of her choices, not to be there for Katie, create something that she couldn't control.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then it's implied in the end that Megan had copied herself onto their under her Alexa knockoff. So, and I wonder what that's going to lead to as far as Megan 2.0.
It makes me wonder if it's going to transfer to other type of technology, or if it's going to be clones or something. The ideas are endless.
Skynet, it's going to be up there in some kind of, like transcendence, it's just everywhere, wherever internet's connected.
That's like I said, that's just how it was with Terminator. It was involving Skynet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At this time, there's no who am I thinking of? Oh my God, why can't I remember his name?
Keanu Reeves, John Wick.
The Matrix.
Terminator.
No, I know that. Oh my God.
John Connor.
John Connor. Yes, thank you. Finally gave it to me.
Was that it?
There's no
Connor?
John Connor this
You have to go back in time.
There is no John Connor in this situation.
He's going to have to go back in time to undo what she did. I'm telling you, it's going to be Terminator.
Prevent, Megan Skynet from taking over.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to take over the world.
Yeah, Megan's going to create Skynet.
Or is it going to be an iRobot? Or is there going to be an army of her? Other robots?
iRobot. That's what we need. We need to call. Yep, we need to call Will Smith.
There's only 5 of them?
Yep. you know, some
quite an
kind of
interesting
future
number for
army where they
Onion
get
Rings.
together, good versus evil, like good robots versus evil plus the humans.
Yep. She needs to build a whole bunch of Bruces.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen because she's going to have to evolve Bruce, and he'll basically be like the prototype for that side, and then Megan is the prototype for the evil robots, and it'll be a war.
There you go.
Yeah, it won't be long before the robots take over.
And then it'll be 9.
Yeah.
In 9, where there's no humans left.
Yeah, because it's taken over by the robots.
Yeah.
Yep. Megan's got to get a hold of the launch of nuclear launch codes, annihilate all of mankind. You know, make it. Then it really will be like Skynet.
What was once considered like action figures are now the real robots.
Pretty much.
Or are they just going to bring Chucky into the movie?
I'm not sure how that would work out.
And he'll take over.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, Megan, I think, is more powerful than Chucky because, you know, Chucky, like, his body turns more and more human as he's inside that doll. And, you know, Megan is completely artificial.
I saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The police car just had, like, didn't flash or anything. Sorry, guys.
Anyway. So, yeah, like, Chucky would have no chance against Megan. None.
I don't know. It might be a good battle.
Well, Megan is metal, artificial. Chucky becomes human as time passes by, while he's in that doll. So,
well, I guess we're gonna have to upgrade Chucky to have metal body.
Yeah. So Chucky does have weaknesses. Megan doesn't have that many. Megan is like tougher to kill than Chucky.
Mm-hmm. Possessed doll versus AI evil doll.
Yep, that's right.
What about Annabelle? Isn't she in this movie?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, makes you wonder.
Was it? Or am I thinking a parody where Annabelle's like looking over the corner? Am I thinking of a parody right now?
Well, here's something else. Well, here's another question. Well, what about the Terminator?
I don't think so. But
that's a cyborg.
Yeah, it's
Battle of the Bots.
What?
Battle of the Robots. Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake!
Oh, what's up?
I just got a notification on that they're actually working on a horror version of Wizard of Oz.
No.
No.
Are you serious?
I wish I was joking. It's going to be called Gale.
Oh, man.
You got to be kidding me.
It's like they already made a horror version of, you know, like of the Banana Splits. They already made a horror version of the Banana Splits.
Yeah,
the
horror version they made.
Anyway, horror version of Banana Splits, The Grinch, Winnie the Pooh, and now they're going to do the same thing to Wizard of Oz, to one of the most whimsical and cherished films in history.
Well, the witch scene was already scary.
Oh, and you forgot to mention one other movie, which became a horror movie too. Is Banana Splits.
I already mentioned Banana Splits.
Oh, you did hear that? I mean, you did mention that? Okay, I must have missed that.
Yeah, DJ Evan C, I'm with you. Hell no. Why? Why would they do this to Wizard of Oz?
So I'm just wondering who's going to be the killer in it. Is it going to be her, or is it going to be one of the four?
I have no idea. Here, let me find it here.
Sorry, guys, that was me. I actually dropped the phone by mistake.
Well, you always drop your phone.
No, I don't drop my phone like this way, though.
Is she going to be chased around by like a scary scarecrow and like an axe-wielding scarecrow? And
here it is. It's called Gale, Stay Away from Oz. And let's see. It says, Dorothy Gale is now an elderly woman broken by years of paranormal entanglement with a mystical realm.
Oh my God.
This is a joke.
Where's Jeremy when you need an input?
Yeah, Jeremy. I would not have Jeremy involved because he's going to come up with ideas too for that.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
We'll get the gears going.
Yeah, just like he's trying to make a story out of something that I like.
Yeah, it's like not every single story needs to be made into a horror film. When are people going to realize that? It's like, sure, I love horror, but there are times where it just will not work. And this is one of those times.
Like, don't make a Care Bears scary Care Bear.
Can you imagine
Now you're
Like-
giving
Care
them
Bears
ideas.
horror movie?
I love my Care Bears. Don't touch them.
And oh wow.
I just like, wow.
Man.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Horror's just going out there with all their ideas.
They are. Yeah, some people are just running out of ideas, so they just want to make horror versions of things that have nothing to do with things that have nothing to do with horror.
Mm-hmm. Like the Disneyland that's supposed to be
Oh God.
scary.
Now.
I wonder if there's going to be like.
And now
I
something's
thought I heard of some other story that's going to be like turned into a horror movie. What the hell was that? I can't remember what it was, but it's hopefully it'll come back to
Is
me.
it Alice in Wonderland?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they already made a horror video game out of that. That was like ages ago.
Something about down the hole, rabbit hole, or something about the. I won't say it.
And then I mentioned Willie's Wonderland.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Okay. Well, guys, I think we're going to end this podcast here because, I have to get up in the morning. So,
Okay.
Yeah, and I got it. I'm still on the road, even though I'm just a few minutes away now from home. But I just want to say very quickly, I am so sorry for earlier when I actually disrupted the broadcast.
all right.
God.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't do it on your phone. Probably not.
Well, no, I can do it. I can do it on my phone. It works perfectly fine. I just didn't realize that some of these buttons were placed in a different. If you saw what I was talking about, Don, I think you'd understand where
You clicked the wrong one.
Yeah.
where I clicked the wrong one because you can't. You can't see it the way you can't see it differently while I'm on here, unfortunately. So you know what? Matter of fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a snapshot so I can show you later.
Okay.
There you go. I just had a snapshot, so now I'll understand for a future show if I ever had to do this again.
I got you. All right. So, yeah, Nick, I'm trying to figure out. Are we just going to keep doing the Friday again just for this month?
No,
I think
this time
for
on-
this week it worked for him because he wasn't able to on Tuesday, and then
Yeah, because I had my meeting, but no, down we can officially go back to Tuesdays because I don't have anything going on Tuesday. Provided as long as I don't have a headache. But yes, we can officially go back to Tuesday.
And then just for me on the week of the first, like the April 6th week, I'm not going to be available on the Friday for that week because I'm at Disneyland.
Oh, nice.
You are? Really?
Sweet.
Yeah, for spring break. Well, not my spring break, but the family.
Yeah.
So I'll still be in town on Tuesday, but on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'll be out of town, so I won't be able to be on if you guys go on Friday.
Oh. Okay, so we're back to Tuesdays then.
Yeah, we're back to Tuesdays because
Unless it changes.
Well, and as usual too, as a reminder, because now that I had my meeting, now I don't have to do that again until as we get closer to the end of April. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty much open now for Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Okay, so this coming.
Oh, and just very quickly too, just before we get off, I wish we had a little extra more time just before we started talking about the movie, but you guys should have seen what we were experiencing in one of the cemeteries that we were at up here in Kenosha. And I'm just going to say this. We were up on one of the hillsides of the cemetery. We were where the Gibb brothers were buried. They constructed like a number of monuments throughout the late early 1900s in Kenosha. And we found their graves, and it was freezing cold. It still is, right? So we got all this cold wind blowing, but all of a sudden we start feeling this warm temperature start coming through. We had no idea where that was coming from. And we got a few voices on the ghost box. So It was a very interesting session. So definitely a great way to start the ghost hunting season of 2023.
Nice.
We'll have to do a reveal podcast or something, or like on Nick Files, do like a reveal on the location.
We did we did a little recording. She was learning how to use a lot of these tools, so she didn't really get to do like a full session, but she was able to record 15 seconds, not necessarily capturing an EVP, but she had it recorded alongside the necrophonic, and I think we got a voice on during the middle of the recording. So yeah, I can definitely reveal that.
Okay, cool.
So it was really cool. Great to be back in the investigation field.
Nice. So be sure to tune in Tuesday. We will start covering the one TV show that we always enjoy talking about, and it is the HBO show The Last of Us. Finally going to cover that. I'm super pumped about it.
Me too.
I'm like, it's like the adrenaline's pumping for me for this, so I'm looking.
Anyone hasn't seen it, I will rewatch the whole season with you. I love it, so I will rewatch all of them again before we talk about it.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Excited.
So am I. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the FearFans podcast, and subscribe to all our networks if you did. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday as we enter The Last of Us. So see you guys Tuesday. Have a good night. Bye.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.